News of the ceasefire is triggering a range of reactions across our area, including from political experts assessing where this agreement will lead.
KCRA 3's Andres Valle joins us in studio tonight. So Andres, what did you hear from people tonight and what are they saying about this?
Well, guys, we've heard a range of opinions, and not just about the ceasefire. Even with that agreement in place, some of the messaging from the president is still making people uneasy.
For those in Sacramento,
he has not given any reason whatsoever for bombing Iran and starting this war.
The war in Iran is top of mind.
I have no faith that he would keep his word about maintaining a ceasefire.
As President Donald Trump announced Tuesday that a ceasefire is now in place, political experts are also trying to gauge the impact. Dr. Amir Hamidi, an expert in global terrorism and a former U.S. diplomat, believes this announcement is a step in the right direction.
This is not merely a military operation, in my opinion. It represents a shift in doctrine, a shift away from containment and negotiation toward neutralization of a threat at its source.
An Iranian himself, he has this view of the U.S. involvement in the war.
According to the Iranian people, which they are living inside Iran, and they believe this is exactly what they wanted, because they cannot free themselves. They tried many times, and brutality was extreme, and people got killed.
But even after the ceasefire was announced, some said President Trump's messaging on the war continues to make them feel uneasy, especially his threat that, quote, a whole civilization will die tonight, never to be brought back again.
I feel that we are moving into fascist territory when we talk about literally committing a genocide of an entire sovereign nation and the civilians that live within it.
Just another example of the madness of this president.
While the ceasefire has just started, based on Dr. Amir's deep experience with the Iranian government, he's uncertain it will last.
I monitored Iranian regime in past 47 years, since I was very young student, and their DNA is defective. Their DNA will never does understand the diplomacy. They never believe in the regional safety and security.
And Dr. Amir also adds that this war is meant to weaken the regime, which could lead to a path to freedom for the Iranian people. Guys.
All right, Andres, thank you so much.